अस्सलाम वालेकुम व्यूअर्स, मैं सुमेरा निसार आपकी होस्ट, और आज मैं बहुत एक्साइटेड हूँ क्योंकि मुझे ज्वाइन किया है माज अफजाल ने। हमारे लिए हमारे सारे गेस्ट बहुत मोहतरम और उनकी रिस्पेक्ट बहुत ज़्यादा है हमारी नज़र में, लेकिन आज हमारे साथ जो मेहमान हैं इन्होंने हमें ज्वाइन किया है दूर पार से, और ये है यूके में इस वक्त, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग। और वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स। ये हमें बताएंगे कि कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स जो हैं वो क्या हैं, कैसे इफेक्टिव हो सकती हैं, क्या टेक्निक्स हैं इसमें, क्या स्किल्स, इन स्किल को सीखने का फ़ायदा क्या है और आप इसको कैसे यूज़ कर सकते हो। इसके लिए आपकी तरफ से भी क्वेश्चन जो है हम उसको बहुत ज़्यादा इंकरेज भी कर रहे हैं, और हम चाहते हैं कि आप हमारे साथ कोऑर्डिनेट कीजिए, हमारे साथ इंटरेक्ट कीजिए, और हम फ़ायदा उठाना चाहेंगे इन 30 मिनट्स का जो हमें माज अफजाल ने दिए हैं। So a very warm welcome to our show, Maaz Afzal. You are a public speaker. So we will like to talk about the communication skills today. So how are you?
I'm very well. Assalamu alaikum to you, and good afternoon to our viewers and listeners, and to Summera for doing such a fantastic job.
Yeah, player. Okay, so I just want to go for some comments from our participants. Okay, so please mention time in Pakistan. So it was like, okay, Sheikh Pervez is from UK, I think. So he's asking for time about the Pakistan. Okay, Habibur Rahman replied for that. Hello, everyone. Hello, Abida is there. So people are really excited to have you here, huh? Welcome to Pakistan, virtually. Once all this situation will be over, we will for sure invite you here.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Hi.
Hi, good to see you, mashallah. Okay, fine. So I just want, Afzal, you just share a little bit about you, your struggle, your success story, about any you can say anything about your life we want to listen about. Just a brief introduction, yes, please.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm a public speaking coach and trainer. I coach clients, and it's something that I love doing.
That's amazing. Okay, so talking about the communication, we would like to go for some questions. What I just want to ask, and the first one is, what is communication actually? Will you please elaborate this? Is effective communication important?
Okay. Well, communication is the exchange of information, your thoughts and ideas, Summera.
Okay.
But you ask about effective communication, and effective communication is more than just exchanging information. It's actually about understanding the emotion and intentions behind the information, as well as being able to clearly convey a message. You know, being able to convey our thoughts, opinions, and wishes has always been important for our survival. There are lots of reasons why effective communication is important, but they can all be reduced to one ultimate reason. Effective communication is important because it allows people to lead more satisfying lives. I mean, a few examples that come to mind are: communication helps you to express what you want to express. You know, by that I mean, when you ask for what you want, you are living life full out. You are not withholding. You're not pretending. You know, you're experiencing the joy of full and authentic self-expression. Also, effective communication allows for deeper connection with others. And by that, I mean mutual understanding leads to better connection with people. And then, if we look at effective communication in a workplace, then this improves productivity. Being able to communicate effectively at work can help increase overall productivity. You know, managers can understand their employees' talents and skills, and will then give clear directions to the people that are best suited for the job, thus increasing the overall turnaround time for any given project. Also, it increases employee engagement. Good communication goes far beyond talking, Summera. It's more about connecting and engaging with others. When teams are engaged, they're actually more aligned with the company's goals and are generally more motivated to work towards the set targets. I mean, there was a recent survey conducted for 880 companies and organizations by the National Association of College and Employers, which was published in the Wall Street Journal. And effective communication ability ranked first among the desirable personal qualities of future employees.
अमेजिंग अमेजिंग जीवीएस जैसा कि माज़ अफ़ज़ाल ने इस चीज़ का जिक्र किया, उन्होंने हमें एग्जांपल्स दी, उन्होंने हमें बताया कि अगर हम इसको पर्सनल लेवल पे लेते हैं तो ये हमें हेल्प करती है इफेक्टिव कम्युनिकेशन, हमें रिलेशनशिप जो है बिल्ड करने के लिए ये हमें हेल्प करती है कि हम डीपर अंडरस्टैंडिंग लें दूसरे अपने पार्टनर्स की, फ्रेंड्स की, फैमिली मेम्बर्स की, और हम अच्छे कनेक्शंस जो हैं वो बिल्ड कर सकें. इवन इफ़ यू आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट द स्ट्रेंजर्स, कि आप किसी से बात करते हैं और फर्स्ट इंप्रेशन आप ऐसा बिल्ड कर लेते हैं अपनी इफेक्टिव कम्युनिकेशन से कि आप वहां से एक रिलेशनशिप स्टार्ट हो जाता है. इट कुड बी यू कैन से द पर्सनल, इट कुड बी यू कैन से द प्रोफेशनल. और अगर प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में हम देखते हैं तो कम्युनिकेशन स्किल अगर आपकी अच्छी है, अगर आपकी ये स्किल स्ट्रांग है, जैसे कि उन्होंने एक सर्वे का जिक्र किया और उसके हिसाब से जो टॉप जो स्किल्स हैं, इसको के आप ये भी कह सकते हैं किंग ऑफ द स्किल्स जो है वो कम्युनिकेशन स्किल है. और इसमें ये कि अगर आपकी कम्युनिकेशन अच्छी है तो ऑब्वियसली आप अपना बेस्ट दे सकते हैं अपने वर्क प्लेस पे भी. वेरी नाइस. और आपने बड़े अच्छे से एलेबोरेट किया माज़ अफ़ज़ाल. आई वुड लाइक टू मूव फॉरवर्ड टुवर्ड द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, व्हिच इज हाउ डज कम्युनिकेशन इम्पैक्ट ह्यूमन लाइफ?
That's an interesting question, Summera. Because communication helps to spread knowledge and information among people. An example that comes to mind, authors write books to impart knowledge to the world, and teachers share their experience with their students. Also, friends or co-workers discuss their ideas with each other, and companies exchange information with their subsidiaries and customers. And besides, the advent of the internet not only allows people to have better access to knowledge and information in all fields, but also makes it easier and faster, Summera, to connect with people around the world. Undoubtedly, the sharing knowledge and information process cannot function without communication. As a result, companies cannot operate, and humanity will be drowned in the abyss of ignorance. Moreover, communication is the foundation of all human relationship. At first, strangers start talking and getting to know each other. Yes. And then the relationships are formed when they have more interaction and communication. Communicating helps people to express their ideas, Summera, and feelings, and at the same time helps us to understand emotion and thoughts of the others. As a result, we will develop affection or hatred towards other people, and positive or negative relationships will be created. It is no doubt that communication plays a vital role in human life. It not only helps to facilitate the process of sharing information and knowledge, but also helps people to develop relationships with others. Therefore, the importance of communication cannot be underestimated. Every day, we communicate with a lot of people, including our families, our friends, our colleagues, and even strangers.
Amazing. You elaborated the question very well. Thank you so much for that. Maz, I just want to ask that, is the communication involve the listening, the better listening also? Is it the part?
It does, yes. And I'm going to cover that later on. But yes, it does involve it.
Yes. Okay, fine. Thank you so much. Okay. As you said that communication is very important for us, for our personal development, for our professional development, for our relationship building. So I would like to ask the next question, which is, how can we develop the communication skills then? Now we are agreed that is very important for us, but how we can develop it, please?
Well, we learn to talk at an early age, but most of us don't have formal training on how to effectively communicate with others. That's unfortunate, because it's one of the most important life skills there is, and one you use your entire life. So whether you want to have better conversations in your social life or get your ideas across better at work. So I'll share 4 tips for learning to communicate effectively.
Okay.
And tip number 1, and it's something that you asked me earlier and I said that I'd touch on it. Effective communication begins with listening.
Amazing.
The person who listens effectively will have the ability to respond appropriately to what is being communicated. You know, if a person has the ability to communicate their thoughts with precision and accuracy, but does not effectively listen, their communication will be irrelevant because they will be responding to something beside the issue at hand. Can you hear me, Summera?
Yes, I can hear you. We are just going towards the next. The first one is listening, and what is the next one, please?
Okay. Listening and knowing how to respond will create an atmosphere for change and healthy growth in any situation. Tip number 2, using the full range of your voice. The human voice is capable of 24 notes on a musical scale. And we use about 3 of these in everyday speech. I mean, isn't that fascinating?
21 are untouched, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
if we can touch them, we can be melodious, right?
Yeah, you know. So to think about this the next time you speak, as using a wider range will allow you to quickly develop effective communication skills. And this will help enthuse, persuade, and excite the person or people you are talking to. Amazing. Tip number 3 is to breathe deeply to communicate effectively.
Okay.
You know, the fact that we breathe subconsciously means we often don't think about it when speaking. You know, when we get nervous, have you noticed, Summera, our breathing becomes shallow?
Yep, sometimes.
Yeah, so combine this with overlong sentences, which usually accompany speaking in public, and words begin to trail away at the end. Maximizing your breath and filling your lungs when speaking is very important for actually building effective communication skills. You know, it makes you sound influential. Remember to pause for emphasis. Pause to take in a breath and pause to allow your message to sink in. And my final tip is watch videos from experts. You can do this from the comfort of your own home. And there are a lot of videos online from motivational speakers and communication experts. Watch how these people present themselves, where they look, their tone of voice, the speed at which they speak. You know, make a list of things they do that you want to replicate in your speaking style, and then imitate what the speakers do when you're talking. Start small, I'd say, and then scale up to a larger audience as you become more comfortable and confident in your ability to deliver your message effectively. You know, this isn't an overnight quick fix. Unfortunately, there isn't one. And you'll have to practice to master speaking techniques and eliminate any bad linguistic habits you've picked up. If you persevere, you'll improve your verbal communication skills very quickly.
That's amazing, that's amazing. Viewers, बहुत खूबसूरत बात की माज़ अफ़ज़ाल ने हमें कुछ टिप्स दिए. उनमें से सबसे पहले उन्होंने हमें बताया कि लिसनिंग, और लिसनिंग भी सुपर लिसनिंग और एक्टिव लिसनिंग जिसको आप कहते हैं, जिसमें आप सिर्फ बात इसलिए नहीं सुनते कि आपने रिप्लाई करना होता है, आप बात को इसलिए सुनते हैं कि आप उसको अंडरस्टैंड कर सकें. सबसे पहली बात उन्होंने हमें ये बताई. दूसरे नंबर पे वो हमें बता रही हैं कि हमारे पास 24 डिफरेंट नोड्स हैं जिनको हम टच करके अपने आप को और अपनी वॉइस को और अपनी कम्युनिकेशन को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा इफेक्टिव कर सकते हैं, जिसमें से हम सिर्फ 3 को यूज़ कर रहे हैं. सो लेट्स गो फॉर 21 जो अभी हमने अनटच छोड़े हुए हैं. एंड द थर्ड वन इज़ कि वो ये चाह रही हैं कि हम इसमें प्रैक्टिस को देखें, प्रैक्टिस करें और प्रैक्टिस करें. और इसके लिए वो कह रही हैं कि आप मॉडलिंग कर सकते हैं, उसको चेक कर सकते हैं, डिफरेंट स्पीकर्स को सुन के, और आप उसकी प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं ताकि आप ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा इससे सीख सकें. और एक बहुत खूबसूरत बात उन्होंने ये कही कि जो चीज़ें आप ऑलरेडी लर्न कर चुके हैं, तो लर्निंग के साथ साथ एक्स्ट्रा चीज़ों को अनलर्न करना भी बेहद ज़रूरी है. सो अगर आपने कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें पिक कर ली हैं जो कि इफेक्टिव कम्युनिकेशन का हिस्सा नहीं है, तो जस्ट ड्रॉप देम डाउन एंड गो फॉर समथिंग गुड. उसको रिप्लेस कीजिए अच्छी कम्युनिकेशन से. सो दैट्स अमेजिंग. एक्चुअली कुछ क्वेश्चंस हैं हमारे पास व्यूअर्स की तरफ से, मैं शेयर करना चाहूंगी माज से. Mas, the question is smile also a sort of communication? How will you elaborate it?
Yeah, of course it is. I mean, I could come on today and say, hi, I'm as if so. Or I could say, hi, I'm as if so. Do you see the difference?
Yes. So that's amazing. Very nice answer. Okay. We have another viewer from Islamabad, Muhammad Habibullah. He is asking, hi, Maz, please share one of the hindrances you faced while learning the communication.
So what did I face while learning communication?
Yes, yes. Maybe when you were in the learning process.
It was having the fear of being judged.
Oh.
And I learned that what is fear? And fear, how do you spell it? F-E-A-R. It's false evidence that appears real.
That's amazing. The false evidence which appears real. Right.
Yeah, fear. So yeah, I learned how to overcome that. And that's through your physiology. So how do we channel our physiology?
That's good. And also a very important thing is the breathing. So she also mentioned that also breathe, a mindful breathing, like active listening and mindful breathing. It will help you in improving your communication skills. So we have a next question from Habibur Rahman. What basic things must be kept in mind while communicating with each other?
I think you've just covered that, Summera, is active listening, which is really, really important.
Yep, that's good. Okay, so what is the difference between interpersonal and intrapersonal communication skills?
Okay, interesting. As the term intra means within. So the communication that takes place within a person is called intrapersonal communication. On the other hand, the term inter, that means between. So when the communication occurs between two or more people, it is said to be interpersonal communication. We humans are social animals, and we always need someone to talk or share our opinion, news, and even feelings. You know, communication is a substantial part of our life. Whether we say something or not, it automatically conveys a message to the person surrounding us because it is inescapable. It can be intrapersonal communication or interpersonal communication. The major difference between intrapersonal and interpersonal communication is that the former is invisible as it goes in our mind, but the latter is visible as it takes place between several parties. I hope that answers your question.
Well explained, well explained. So the next question is, what are the benefits of effective communication? If we talking about the benefits.
Yeah, okay, well, if you can effectively communicate, then you can persuade, you can influence, you can inspire, you can build rapport and trust and build stronger relationships. I mean, the benefits speak for themselves. In today's world, good communication results in your success, not only in your job or in your work, but also in your personal relationships. Most of the problems, whether in personal relations or in your work sphere, occur due to, you know, the lack of communication skills, presentation, or incorrect form of communication skill objectives. Some people are born with effective communication skills and get benefited in life. You know, those who feel that their communication is not able to impress people should spend time and effort to improve their skills to achieve the many benefits of communication.
ये बहुत खूबसूरत बात की मास ने हमारे साथ कि ये कुछ लोगों को तो गॉड गिफ्टेड होता है, लेकिन साथ में इसको इन्हेंस भी किया जा सकता है, और इसके अलावा जिनमें ये स्किल्स उस तरह से नहीं है वो इसको पॉलिश भी कर सकते हैं, मजीद वो इसको सीख भी सकते हैं। तो कम्युनिकेशन हर शख्स के लिए लाजमी है, जो कम्युनिकेशन में ऑलरेडी अच्छा है या जो अच्छा बनना चाह रहा है। तो दैट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, और ये इसके बेनिफिट्स में से एक है कि आपकी पर्सनल और प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में आप एक शिफ्ट महसूस करेंगे अगर आप अपनी कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स पे काम करते हैं। सो वी हैव अ कॉम्प्लीमेंट फॉर यू। मोहम्मद हबीबुल्लाह सेड, Maz Afzal, astonishing way of explaining the effective communication. Thank you so much for using such kind word for my guest.
Thank you. And Summera, may I say, you've translated my English into Urdu really well. Well done. So eloquently put.
We have two surprises at the end, right? And we will discuss that thing at the end, inshallah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
How to communicate with rude people? Wow, there is a problem situation.
Okay. Well, you don't communicate with them. You stay silent.
Oh my God. Is silence a part of communication also?
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, it's an art.
Amazing. That's a new thing which I have learned about the communication. We are mostly doing it, but today I acknowledge that silence is also a way of communication.
Normally what happens is when somebody's rude, we start swearing, we get abusive. But
Yes,
what's the best thing? The best thing is, and you know, my mother taught me this, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. And sometimes when the other person is being rude, stay silent. You know why? Because silence kills the other person. Because when they're being rude, they also want you to be rude. But remember, you're on a very different platform to them. Don't do what they're doing. Be the better person and move away.
Amazing. Nice, good message. Okay, Faiza Ehsan is sharing her thought that what a beautiful way of describing interpersonal skills. Thank you so much, Faiza. Okay, Muhammad Ahsan from Gujrawala, he is an army man and he is saying that a great effort. Thank you so much, sir, for listening us, for sparing some time for us. Okay, Khalilur Rahman, Maz Afzal, you are doing great at all platforms. Stay blessed.
Thank you.
Now, Shasta Jabin is having some, you can say, thoughts to share. Thanks for the tips on having effective communication, but what can be looked at with regard to communication skills between married couples? Another situation. Many couples face problems due to lack of communication skills.
Yeah, that's right. They do. Okay, I didn't realize because I thought this was a virtual keynote on communication, but now we have marriage issues. And I think it's having the understanding, having a strong platform between a husband and wife, and being able to communicate your message. Sometimes we as women can be loud, and you know, because we feel that we're not being heard. But maybe doing it in a
that's the reason behind there. Sometimes we are just shouting and
yeah, you know, and men are made differently by God. They're channeled differently. God has made women soft for a reason, so we can nurture the kids, families, the neighbors, and men are made strong so they can go out and provide the bread and butter for us. You know, so sometimes it's just having those soft skills and being gentle and kind and having patience.
Yeah. A similar question, how to communicate in conflict situations?
Again, I'd say when there's a conflict, let the other person calm down before you explain something to them. Because sometimes what happens is when you're saying something that's wise or sensible or that makes sense, the other person is so aggravated, so angry, and that when you're speaking, you're also getting angry and annoyed, that they put their fingers in their ears because they don't want to hear you. So wait for the other person to calm down and then speak so they can absorb your message.
That's good. Arsalan Siddiqui is saying, thank you. Allah Mighty bless you both of you. Your words and smile are really beautiful.
Thank you.
This is for you. Okay. So Going towards the last question, please
Okay.
share a few examples of communication skills.
Okay. Communication skills are abilities you use when giving and receiving different kinds of information. Some examples include communicating ideas, feelings, or what's happening around you. Communication skills involve, and I've said this earlier, listening. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. And it's really important that our viewers out there remember that. Active listening, 2 ears and 1 mouth. Why? So that we can listen twice as much as we speak. By becoming a better listener, you can improve your relationship and social interactions, as well as your ability to influence, persuade, and negotiate. Then another example is articulation and tone of voice. One of the most basic elements of good communication is how you sound to others. If you mumble, you speak too softly or loudly, or you slur your words, or you use lots of filler words. Now, filler words are like, then your message will get lost as your listeners struggle to understand you. And lastly, clarity and knowledge. When you are communicating ideas and information to a group, or even in casual conversations, it's actually important to be prepared and clear in your presentation. Know exactly what you are trying to communicate. Conduct necessary research in advance and have your ideas organized logically. Be sure you tailor your message to the audience using language and concepts that they will understand. Remember, communication is a skill that you can learn. It's like riding a bicycle or typing. If you're willing to work at it, you can rapidly improve the quality of every part of your life. Be that the marriage, be that where somebody is being rude to you. Communication is the backbone of our society.
Yes. So another compliment from Khalilur Rahman. A fruitful and informative session. Thanks, Summera, Nisar and Maaz Afzal. Okay. So Maaz Afzal, कैसी हैं आप?
मैं बिल्कुल ठीक हूँ.
The one surprise is this one, and next is we just want कि आप हमारे प्लेटफॉर्म से एक फ्री ओरिएंटेशन क्लास कीजिए. हम आपके लिए ये जो है वो सारी क्लास प्लान करेंगे. We will be the organizer for that. We will create that opportunity for the learners, and we just request you to come and deliver your knowledge over there. So
okay, inshallah, it will be an honor and privilege. मैं ज़रूर करूँगी. Just let me know.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So
yeah,
nice.
I will definitely do that. And also, just a parting thought, really. First of all, thank you to everybody who tuned in today to Summera's fantastic show. She is doing an amazing job. Honestly, hats off to you, Summera.
Thank you so much.
It's amazing. It's an inspiration for me to see that on the other side of the world, sitting in Pakistan, you're doing your NLP, and you're driving the young youth, giving them a direction. So very well done to you for that.
Thank you so much.
Secondly, thank you so much for having me. Honor and privilege to be on this platform and share a bit of my knowledge. And just to end, that if you want to go ahead in life, then focus on your communication skills. Honing this skill could even increase your worth by 50%. Many people assume that because we live in a digital time, this is what it is. We're in a digital age. Communication has become easier. After all, we can communicate ideas with a click of a button. However, effective communication, which we have spoken about today, may be harder to come by because we spend so much time interfacing on devices. Face-to-face communication skills are all the more valuable. Plus, in the world of business, communication skills can make or break your success. So I would say, please invest in your communication skills.
थैंक यू सो मच माज अफजाल, आपने हमें इतना कीमती वक्त दिया. वी आर वेरी 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 थैंकफुल टू यू. और हम बहुत खुश हैं कि आप हमारे साथ हमारे नेक्स्ट सेशन में आप हमारे साथ होंगी.
Inshallah.
Thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much.
No, thank you for having me, Summera.
ओके, थैंक यू सो मच. मैं अपने व्यूअर्स का भी बहुत शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहूँगी जिन्होंने हमें सुना और इतने इंटरेस्ट के साथ सुना और इतना इंटरेक्टिव इस सेशन को बनाया. थैंक यू सो मच टू ऑल ऑफ यू. अपना बहुत सा ख्याल रखिएगा. सी यू नेक्स्ट इंशाल्लाह. टेक केयर. अल्लाह हाफिज.
Allah Hafiz.